Be informed. Be guided. Be inspired. The Chronicles of an Outstanding and Inspiring Leaders. The Leader on a Spotlight. Inspirational thoughts about success. The mini devotional for leaders. Educational updates. Review sessions for Principals Swain and DMT. And leadership principles and many other segments.
A blessed day to all of you. Isang mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the Hector Macalalag's Leadership Channel. We are now on the last domain of this National Qualifying Examination for School Heads. This is video number 6, which is about domain number 5, which is about building connections. Building connections is one also of the very important domain as you brace and prepare yourselves for the incoming principal's test. I am hoping and praying that God will give the desire of your hearts as you prepare of this examination. Come join me as we discuss domain number 5. Welcome to domain number 5. We are still on the National Qualifying Examination for School Heads, or otherwise known as the Principal's Exam 2021. Domain number 5 is all about building connections. Ito po ang inyong likod, Hector D.N. Macalalag. At this domain is very crucial. Actually, all of the 5 domains are crucial and very important. And this domain number 5 will tell the skills and capacity of a certain school head how to build connections within the internal and external stakeholders in your respective school. Building connections underscores the school head's competence in engaging stakeholders in initiatives towards the improvement of school communities. So, importante talaga ang competence. No? The keyword there is school head's competence in engaging stakeholders in initiatives. So, kailangan talaga natin ang ating stakeholders. For all we know, Department of Education, hindi natin kaya lahat sa DepEd. That's why we need the support of the stakeholders. That is why the school heads should have that competence in engaging stakeholders in initiatives towards the improvement of school communities. So you must have that skills, otherwise if you don't have that skills, kawawa ang school mo. Second one is, it points to the school head's commitment in advocating that education is everyone's responsibility. So, yung keyword dyan ay you must be an advocate. You emphasize na ang education ay hindi lang responsibility ng DepEd alone. Sinasabi ko noon na the school is not owned by DepEd, but it is owned by the community. It is not owned by the principal nor the teachers, but every school is owned by the community. And every problem and challenges that is present in that school is everybody's business and responsibility. Kaya kailangan nating i-emphasize na education is everyone's responsibility. Kaya nga, we need to collaborate, we need to engage to our stakeholders. School heads are expected to be responsible and accountable for inculcating a deeper understanding of the vision, mission, and core values and directions of the school to relevant entities. So it is expected that we are responsible and accountable about the deeper understanding of vision, mission, and core values and the direction of the schools. So sino pa ba ang mag-advocate dyan? Kayo naman yung arm ng ating Schools Division Superintendent to implement programs and projects in schools. So kayo talaga ang mag-emphasize ng vision and mission and the direction of DepEd. So pag hindi kayo, sino ang gagawa niyan? So the school heads should have that responsibility and accountability. And yung pang-apat, they process skills in relating with, dealing with, and forging relationships with people. They should be able to build relationships with individuals and organizations anchored on trust, mutual trust, honesty, openness, respect, and commitment towards sharing the same vision for the attainment of goals. O ano yung mga keywords? Relate with, deal with, forging with people. Para magkaroon kayo ng relationship with individuals and organizations based on trust, honesty, openness, respect, and commitment. So, ikaw yung mag-build ng bridge from the school to the community. So, hindi yung ikaw yung mag-aaway sa community at sa stakeholders. So, ganun yung function ng school head. You should build relationship with our stakeholders, with individual and organizations. Maraming mga organizations ngayong tumutulong sa mga schools. They are giving assistance to the different schools. That's why you are expected to be the bridge of the school to the community. Let us now start with domain number 1. This is, strand 5.1, strand number 1. This is about management of diverse relationships. On career stage 1, if you demonstrate skills in dealing with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to encourage an enabling and supportive environment for learners, you are on that first career stage. If you have that skills in dealing with authorities and other stakeholders, then you are on career stage 1. If you build constructive relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to foster an enabling and supportive environment for learners, then you are on career stage 2. So, ibig sabihin, sa career stage 1, you demonstrate skills only. Alam mo kung paano mag-deal on authorities, sa higher-ups, then sa mga colleagues, and then with other stakeholders, that is career stage 1. But if you build constructive relationship with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders, then you are on career stage 2. So, lahat ng mga incumbent school heads, kahit hindi pa pumasa ng exam, dapat nasa career stage 2 pataas. So, dapat talaga, nag-build ka na ng yung mga keyword dyan, constructive relationship with authorities, colleagues, and other stakeholders. So, it is expected that you are doing that one. So, hindi ka, kasi pag build, sinabi dyan talagang you reach out, di ba? Reach out in order for that constructive relationship to happen. So, hindi pwede sa isang school head na close-minded siya, sa kanya lang sarili, hindi siya nag-reach out. So, you have to manage diverse relationships. You are open to that kind of relationship. Kasi pag school head ka, kailangan marunong kang makibagay. So, that is career stage 1 and career stage 2. For career stage 3 of management of diverse relationship, you support school personnel in strengthening relationship with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to maintain an enabling and supportive environment for learners. So kanina, you build, no, sa career stage 2, talagang ina-apply mo yan sa sarili mo. Sa career stage 3, iba ito kasi you are supporting your school personnel in strengthening the relationship with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders. So you are there to support. Talaga naman you are expected to support them. Yung mga school personnel natin, mga teaching and non-teaching personnel. Kasi sino pa ba naman ang susupport sa kanila kundi ang kanilang school head. So dapat you should give them the support that they needed in order for them to have that connection to the respective authorities, colleagues, and other stakeholders. So, sino bang i-expect natin mag-support sa kanila kundi ang school head? That is career stage 3. Sa career stage 4, you exhibit exemplary skills in strengthening relationship with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders in order to sustain an enabling and supportive environment for learners. Sa sinasabi ko na on previous domain, pag nasa career stage 4 ka na, when you say you exhibit exemplary skills in strengthening relationship with authorities and so on, ang yung ibig sabihin ng exemplary skills, you have mastered that skills and then you have proven to have applied several strategies in order to connect that or strengthen that relationship with authorities and from your colleagues. So, ibig sabihin, that is proven exemplary skills can now be ready to be shared to others. So, if you exhibit that one, that exemplary skills na tinatawag, then you are on career stage 4. Okay. And then, let's now proceed to strand 5.2, the management of school organizations. Importante din itong school organizations because those organizations will really help the schools which you are in. So pag walang school organization ng isang paaralan, parang wala siyang buhay. Walang kabuhay-buhay ang isang paaralan pag walang school organization. So marami namang school organizations, pwede yung sa learners, sa teachers, as well as sa parents. So titingnan natin ang mga different career stages. Sa career stage 1, you demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies and guidelines on managing school organizations such as learner organizations. So, sa learner organizations alone, napakaraming organizations. Yung mga student government, yung mga subject clubs, no? Napakarami. So, you should have that ability or understanding about that policy para sa career stage 1. And then, importante din ang parent-teachers organizations or associations. So, that is very crucial kasi sila yung main support natin sa school. So, these organizations, from the learners, from the teachers, and from the parents and teachers, this is in support of the attainment of institutional goals. So, if you are on career stage 1, you demonstrate knowledge and understanding only. So, meaning to say, hindi ka pa nag-apply. So, sa sinasabi ko, itong career stage 1 are for those aspiring school heads and for those neophyte school heads. So, sa career stage 2, you manage school organizations such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teachers associations by applying relevant policies and guidelines to support attainment of institutional goals. So kanina, if you only demonstrate knowledge and understanding, this time you really manage school organizations. So you are applying now on how to manage that one, and by applying relevant policies and guidelines to support the attainment of institutional goals. Sa career stage 3 of management of school organizations, you are on career stage 3 if you evaluate the accomplishments of school organizations such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations to determine their impact on the attainment of institutional goals. So kung kanina manage, yung career stage 1 pala ay demonstrate, ang career stage 2 ay manage, sa career stage 3 ay evaluate the accomplishments. So if you are evaluating, mayroon na siyang parang monitoring and evaluation of all organizations, then you are on career stage 3. So dapat naman talaga, no? We ask them to submit their action plan, then accomplishment reports at the end of the school year, so that we can say really that we are monitoring and evaluating their accomplishments. So you are on career stage 3 if you are doing that one. And you are on career stage 4 if you exhibit exemplary practice in managing school organizations such as learner organization, faculty clubs, and parent-teachers association in order to support the attainment of institutional goals. So, pag sinabi ng exhibit exemplary practice, that is already as an exemplary practice, you can say that all the techniques and strategies that you have applied as you go through the different career stages are duly certified by the approving authority na ito ay isang exemplary practice. At it is proven that it is a very exemplary practice, so before it can be declared as such. So hindi ka pwedeng mag-declare ng exemplary practice without undergoing the process. So kung kanina sa career stage 3, nag-evaluate ka lang at nag-monitor na accomplishment sa school organizations, dito sa career stage 4, you have exhibit a system. And that system is called exemplary practice in how you manage your school organizations. So if you have that exemplary practice, then you are on career stage 4. Let us proceed with strand 5.3. That is demonstrate or inclusive practice. So sa career stage 1, if you demonstrate knowledge and understanding of inclusive practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and cultural responsiveness to foster awareness, acceptance, and respect. So this inclusive practice is very crucial. So if you are demonstrating knowledge and understanding of that practices only, then you are on career stage 1. Take note, no, yung mga gender sensitivity, this is on building connections. This is on this domain. Yung physical and mental health awareness and cultural responsiveness to foster awareness, acceptance, and respect. So kailangan lahat ng culture sa school, you are responding to the needs. And then, itong physical and mental health awareness, dapat alam din ng school dito. Maraming training dito, di ba? And then, gender sensitivity. So, kailangan we are aware of this gender sensitivity. So, you are on career stage 1 if you only demonstrate knowledge and understanding to that different practices. And then, on career stage 2, if you exhibit inclusive practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and cultural responsiveness to foster awareness, acceptance, and respect, then you are on career stage 2. So, pag may na-exhibit ka ng inclusive practices, ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya best, basta may na-establish ka na sa iyong school, then you are on career stage 2. So, pag may nasimulan ka na practices sa iyong school, that is career stage 2. On career stage 3, in inclusive practice, You engage the wider school community in promoting inclusive practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and cultural responsiveness to strengthen awareness, acceptance, and respect. So kanina kung nag-exhibit ka ng practice sa career stage 2 at sa career stage 1 ay nag-demonstrate ka ng knowledge and understanding, in career stage 3, you engage the wider school community. So ibig sabihin, lahat ng yung internal and external stakeholders, yung wider school community, ay kasama mo at kasangga mo in promoting inclusive practices. Itong mga gender sensitivity, physical and mental health, awareness, and cultural responsiveness. So, ibig sabihin, lahat sila ay kasama mo sa pag-promote ng inclusive practices. Sa career stage 4, if you create a culture of inclusivity in the school and in the community to practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and cultural responsiveness to promote and strengthen awareness, acceptance, and respect. So pag nag-create ka na ng culture of inclusivity in the school and in the community, then you are on career stage 4. So yung kaibahan ng career stage 1 to career stage 4. Sa career stage 1, you demonstrate knowledge and understanding. Sa career stage 2, nag-build ka na, exhibit ka ng practice. Sa career stage 3, nag-engage ka ng wider school community. And sa career stage 4, you create a culture of inclusivity. Let us now proceed with the fourth strand of domain number 5, which is building connections. This is about communication. So, isa ito sa mga importanteng skills or skill na dapat i-develop ng isang school head. Dapat you should have that competence in communication. So, titingnan natin ang mga different career stages. Sa career stage 1, if you demonstrate competent skills in speaking and writing, as well as in utilizing communication platforms, in communicating with teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders. What are the keywords there? Competent skills. Dapat nandyan sa school heads, both in speaking and writing. So, kailangan marunong magsalita ng maayos at you know how to write, as well as in utilizing different communication platforms. Kasi marami ng communication platforms. Hindi katulad noon na talagang hindi pa natin magagamit yung technology. Ngayon, through social media, iba't ibang platforms ang nagagamit natin. Meron tayong Facebook, meron tayong Viber, meron tayong yung Microsoft Teams. I'm sure nagagamit niyo yon, yung Google Meet, Zoom, and many others. So, dapat in communicating with teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders, we know how to use those communication platforms. Kailangan mapag-aralan yan ng bawat school head. So, nasa career stage 1 ka pa lang, if you demonstrate competent skills, so may alam ka about that one, you are on career stage 1. Sa career stage 2, if you communicate effectively in speaking and writing to teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders through positive use of communication platforms to facilitate information sharing, collaboration, and support. Nag-iba na yung description, di ba? Kasi sabi niya, communicate effectively in speaking and writing mula sa teachers, learners, parents through positive use of communication platforms. Nilagyan na niya ng word na positive. So, dapat hindi i-abuse ang pag-use of these platforms in order to facilitate information sharing, collaboration, and support. So, kailangan you verify yung mga information yung dapat pinapakalat sa inyong mga stakeholders if they are really true. Baka ano ka ng mga fake news. So, dapat you communicate effectively. Sa career stage 3, and on this strand, on domain about building connections, you mentor school personnel in communicating effectively in speaking and writing, as well as in the positive use of communication platforms to facilitate information sharing, collaboration, and support. So dito na natin ma-apply na dapat yung school head ay many steps ahead sa kanyang school personnel. Paano kung ang iyong school personnel ay mas knowledgeable pa sa iyo about speaking and in writing and about positive use of communication platforms? So, paano tayo dyan makapag-mentor? Hindi ka makakarating sa career stage 3. Pwede na lang kung may mga teachers ka na i-mentor kasi hindi talaga sila marunong. Pero sa mga bagong tubo na mga teachers, alam nila yung mga communication platforms and they are very effective in speaking and writing. But your experience as school heads will navigate that one. So kahit hindi ka masyadong marunong, you can navigate naman the school personnel in how to communicate effectively in speaking and writing. And if you are on career stage 4, you exhibit exemplary skills in communication or in communicating effectively in speaking and in writing to teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders to facilitate information sharing, collaboration, and support, and to ensure positive use of communication platforms within and beyond the school. So, kakaiba din yung career stage 4. That exemplary practice should be validated by the approving or the higher authorities. So, if you have established an exemplary skills in communicating effectively and writing to your teachers, learners, and parents, and other stakeholders, then you are on career stage 4. I know that there are school heads who are struggling about their speaking and writing skills, but I know we can study, we can ask help from our mentors, and we can develop that communication skills as we journey through the Department of Education. Kaya natin yan. Walang hindi kakayanin ang isang school head kasi dapat madiskarte ang isang school head. So it is a fact na mayroong mas magaling pa sa inyo na mga teachers, lalong-lalo na yung mga teachers sa language, sa English at Filipino, but you can navigate, you can use your diskarte in order to facilitate at maitawid itong strand on communication. The last strand for this domain number 5 on building connections is community engagement. So ito yung last strand, 5 strand lang siya, yung domain number 5, building connections. So on career stage 1, you involve the community such as parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders in school programs, projects, and activities to gain support for learner development as well as school and community improvement. So nasa career stage 1 ka pag na-involve mo silang lahat. So hindi na ito demonstrate knowledge. Talagang involvement if you have involved all of those, from parents, alumni, mga authorities, mga industries, and other stakeholders in your school, mga programs, projects, and activities, then you are on career stage 1. So, hindi pala enough yung involvement lang. Kailangan mas may gawin ka pa. Kasi, if you are on that scenario, you are on career stage 1. Take note, pag nag-involve ka lang ng mga alumni, parents, and authorities, you are on career stage 1. But on career stage 2, if you initiate partnership with the community such as parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders to strengthen support for learner development as well as school and community improvement. Iba kasi yung involvement lang at yung nag-initiate ka talaga ng partnership for sustainability of your partnership and for the support to the school. Kasi pag nagsinabi ko mong involved lang siya, pwedeng sa susunod na taon hindi na siya mag-support. But if you initiate partnership with those different stakeholders and organizations and authorities and industries, then you are on career stage 2. Mahirap ito, di ba? So, kailangan talaga na may MOVs ka on partnership. So, mayroon kayong mga memorandum of agreement, memorandum of understanding. Sa stage 3, about this community engagement on domain number 5, on building connections, you empower the community such as parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders to participate in addressing concerns on learner development as well as school and community improvement. So if you empower them, yung mga parents and so on, yung mga alumni, yung mga authorities, then you are on career stage 3. Kasi pag alam nila ang problema at naka-initiate na kayo ng partnership sa inyong mga respective stakeholders, empowerment is the next stage. Kasi alam nila ang problema, they are guided by the principles that you have established. So pag empowerment, minimal na lang ang iyong supervision sa kanila. Alam nila ang kanilang gagawin kasi you have guided them on how to do it. Hindi na kailangan ng close supervision. So, sa career stage 4, ayun yung career stage 3, no? So, sa career stage 4, you lead the community, including parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders in creating collaborative actions, solving complex issues on learner development as well as school community improvement. So may mga nadagdag na mga words. So ang mga keywords dyan ay lead the community. Ikaw ang mag-lead. Tapos in creating collaborative actions. So collaborative actions, yung mga stakeholders natin in solving complex issues on learner development. So mayroon ng mga words na complex issues on learner development. So pag nagawa natin yan, na mayroon tayong ang school ang nag-lead sa pag-create ng collaborative actions on solving complex issues, then we are on career stage 4. So that's community engagement. So isa ito sa mga functions ng isang school head. So yan po ang 5 strands ng building connections na domain, that is domain number 5. Hanggang 5 lang po ang kanyang strand. So maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Hello! Isn't it amazing and informative to discuss domain number 5 of this DepEd Order 24 series of 2020, and that culminates our discussion about the 5 domains of PPSSH. I hope that you learn a lot from this encounter because this is really the focus of the principal's test. I'm praying and hoping that those who are taking this principal's test, God will give the righteous desire of your hearts, especially those who really need this examination. I'm praying that those who are viewing my videos will be blessed by God's precious name of Jesus Christ. God bless you all, and please watch out for my upcoming video about the discussion of Republic Act 9155 and the Republic Act 10533. Mabuhay po tayo lahat.